Hello, this is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com, and this video is for Jaime in Carolina. Jaime, so here we have it. I got your Egas module repaired. It works now, so I sent you some pictures of defective components. Your throttle bodies are being tested right now. I just want to show you a few things before I connect all of these to the vehicle. Now, first things first, both had been working overnight, and motors probably are broken in by now because of the brushes. So let's see, we've got Fahrenheit here. As you can see, they hit about 90 degrees. Okay, 98. This is these are the cold units, for example. It's like 75 now. As you can see, these have not been working. So just to show you that they have been energized, it takes a while to warm them up to this temperature. See, this one hits even higher. Well, again, it depends where you actually take the reading of which area, because clutches, motors, and all that. So that is just to show that they have been working. The wires are of course replaced, and now we're gonna go. Well, another thing is the potentiometers, they had cracks, so I glued them in both units. And that's a common problem. It's like they keep cracking, but usually it's not a humongous problem, but still I wanted to take care of that. The brains seem to be okay. As you can see, I'm touching the sensitive portion of the unit. It's very sensitive here, and I did it with the pick anyway, so it's like I already did it. So that's fine. I don't have concern. Yes, there is wear on brushes, on potentiometers, but you know, that's a different story. The mileage obviously wears them out, and given the mileage, then we know that the wear obviously will be there. Brand new brushes inside the motor on this side. This one, the brushes were removed, cleaned up, and reinstalled. They seem to be okay, so I left them be. The motors were serviced, armature cleaned up, and brushes pre-cut, and this and that. It's like file down and whatever, the usual works. So let me do this real quick. I just don't want it to sit. I don't want to have the potentiometer in open position and then I move. I don't want it to have it open like that, so I don't like that. Now, both units have quite some oxidation, so this oxidation is pretty much embedded. I cleaned them off as good as I could, but that's about all we get in terms of the cleanliness of both units. Oxidation is there, as you can see. The blackness is just oxidation, but again, completely not critical for performance of both units. As long as plates are clean, and they are clean, that's all you need. Now this one, I have to double check one thing. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, now next. Obviously they're active now, so you see them open and close together. I'll make another one to show you how they open and close on the car. They will open all the way. On the bench they don't. That's normal. Now this is sort of an issue I have here. You see this hose here. I don't know what happened here really. It's like somebody put some glue to it. This actually could have been original glue, because this pipe, this hose rather, this one is attached to the positive crankshaft ventilation system. Okay, and this one hooks up to the metal pipe, aluminum pipe that comes from behind the engine. So I mean, I don't know if this is actually original, to be honest, because they are glued from factory. So you might need to like put a clamp on this, and rather than having the clamp here, you would have a clamp here, because the pipe holder usually breaks down the line. If you look like down somewhere in this area away from throttle body, there will be a little bit of a plastic clamp that holds the actual metal pipe, and that clamp usually breaks off, and then the pipe is free now. So if it separates from behind the engine like there, so this is like the computer is your engine, the throttle body is here, metal pipe starts from here, goes behind. There's a rubber connection here, so it's connected there, and the only point that is held by is just plastic piece that's usually broken. and that's it. So basically it's on free fall, only held by the rubber in the back. That rubber in the back breaks, it's kind of difficult to get to, so either you want to secure the pipe where it used to be secured by that plastic bracket, plastic clip, or you put the clamp here. Once throttle is installed, you put the clamp here, and you want to put the clamp here, that's fine too. It's difficult, but you can do it. That way the pipe will be secured at the throttle, like the throttle's here, at the throttle and in the back, so it's gonna be hanging, but I usually try to secure it at the original location. So that's just so you know, because I don't know what's going on here. This does not look factory to me by any means, because it's restricted. It was very restricted, as you can see. Not a big deal again, but yeah, it's something that you need to know about. Circlip was also missing. I don't know what happened with it, so I put another circlip here. It's used one, but it works. You need the circlip because the spring, return spring, to bring throttles back to idle is very important. If it's lost, then you can get some limp mode situations. Okay, now next, let's look at the readouts here. So we have both units here working. So let me just encompass both of them into camera frame here. All right, so basically we have voltages coming from both units here. They're not going to be exactly ideal, that's normal. 4.37, 4.35. So when we open throttles all the way, usually they go to 1.99. 1.99 on the bottom one, and the top one 2.01. Well, that's close enough. Again, these are used units. Here goes 1.99, 1.99. These are used units, so obviously you're gonna have wear and tear on both, but I never really seen them to be exactly like identical. Voltages here are different. They're not correlate to each other. Okay, so don't worry about that. That's like reference voltages. The main idea here is just to actually see voltages change. That's what's important here. So if voltages change, we're in good shape. So back to idle. Okay, so basically this is what I wanted to show as a bench test, and then I'll put these, I'm not going to install them on the vehicle, I'll just plug them in just so you can see that they actually do open all the way, and also Egas module operation with some throttles that are already in the vehicle, so then you can see that with some other throttles in the car, so you can see that Egas module holds its idle speed and acceleration is there. Because on the bench is one thing, once in the vehicle, that's different, because now all the other computers talk to each other. And that's basically all. Okay, so bench test is it, and we'll move on to a vehicle test next. Alright, so this is all for now. Victor here at RestoreYourMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.